We back. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Watch all my reviews. This is your boy James. I am here to give my honest opinion or review while trying to watch my mouth. We'll see. Joining me as always, I have my girl Mrs. Best joining me. Say what's up to the peoples.
Hello, peoples.
Yes, we hear y'all. We sorry we late. We have both had busy weeks this week, and trust me,
Oof.
it's only gonna get worse from here for me. I don't know about
Oh
Mrs. Best.
no.
Yes. Only gonna get worse from this because I just feel like there's a whole bunch of foolishness going around here. So,
Oh Lord.
um, but anyways, welcome. Thank you for being here. Like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to all my new subscribers that have joined me. I think I got about 4 more of you this week. Thank you so much for watching
Yay.
me. I don't know if you came by Shayna. I don't know who, because I know I have a couple of people that came via Shayna. Well, shout out to Shayna underscore MCD for recommending people to come watch my channel. She has always shouted me out in videos, especially the Never Ever Mets video. I caught her live and she mentioned me there. So I appreciate you, Shayna, nonetheless. Thank you so, so much for that. And if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. You ain't got to click the notification bell. Just subscribe to the channel and catch me every now and then. That's all. But yes, but we got a lot to talk about, y'all, as far as Bravo land. There's nothing else realistically going on out there that I really feel like is worth mentioning. So let's talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. So, y'all, it is being alleged all over the place that we have a new housewife joining the franchise by the name of Stacey Roosh. Now, I know her from QVC, and Stacey Rouge is the lady on the left with the peach dress. If people who do not know who she is. Now, I knew her from QVC, but she is a fitness expert. She's also a news correspondent, just like Wendy. From my understanding, she knows Karen out of the bunch. So I'm going to say allegedly, probably so she'd be the show through Karen, most likely. Um, as I said, I only know her from QVC. She seemed to have a fun personality when I would see her on TV. Mrs. Best, do you know who this is?
Sorry, y'all. I couldn't figure out how to. I was clicking and it wouldn't unmute. I have no idea who this woman is. Um, However, the little cotton candy with the butterfly, or is that smoke from a drink? That looks delightful, but I have no idea who this woman is. But she's got a great smile, and she does look like somebody who would be on QVC.
Yes, that's where I knew her from. So I was like, I knew that name. At first, the name kind of took a little bit of a turn for me because I was like, okay, I don't remember her or don't know if I heard of her. But then when I saw her face, I was like, oh, yeah, she's from QVC. I know exactly what that is. If y'all lived with your grandparents, you know what QVC is. You know, they order like clockwork from there. So, yes, my grandmother is a huge QVC person. So, of course, I knew who this lady was when I saw her. So, I wonder what she will bring to the show. She doesn't seem problematic from what I have seen of her, but well, you never know. I'm hoping that she is fair as far as who she's going to align with and not using the color palette, if you know what I mean. So we'll see what happens with that. Good luck to you, Stacey. If you are for real joining the Real Housewives of Potomac, we hope that this is a favorable career choice for you going forward. So I know the next thing I was talking about casting is that I know that I said Kiana was unsure about her joining the Real Housewives of Potomac. There was no word of whether or not she is coming back, but the rumor is that she has been asked to be a full time cast member holding her own flute. Um, I would love it if she came onto the show because I was cheering for her since I saw her in that fight, and actually seeing her on the show even still, I was like, yep, I like her. I want her to stay. How did you feel about Kieran? Do you want her to come back next season?
I think it's fair. Wendy has no friends on this cast, and if they want to get away from all the scandal and controversy and foolery of these ladies and how they click up and all of that, then lean into it, but also make some changes and add new cast members. And I think that could help. Hopefully, Giselle fails us this season and we won't have to deal with her next season, which I feel like may happen because people are fed up with her and Ashley. And yeah, but Kiara, I feel like she would be good for the cast. I do. She wouldn't have hit nobody
Absolutely.
thrown by a cast member's friend.
Absolutely. I feel like she was a great addition, and I hope she does come back full time because I would love to see her. I feel like this fight did not do anything to her businesses or destroy her brand in any kind of way. I feel like, if anything, this should have helped it a lot more. I feel like you definitely have people who were curious about you. I was curious about you even before this fight even aired on national TV. I wanted to know who she was, what she did, where she been all this franchise life. I was definitely asking the question. So I feel like the world was definitely taking the page out of my book when it came to Kieran. So I'm hoping she comes. I'm praying she comes back because there's just something about her that I just love. And her and Wendy, I feel like will be an even more unstoppable duo than Candace and Wendy. I really do feel like that because we got education mixed with business and also hood because she definitely brought it to that fight. So we'll see what happens. Praying for the best just because I feel like since they kept Wendy, I wanted Wendy to have an ally and I hope Kiana is it. So, anything else before we move on to our next topic?
No, sir.
All right, short and sweet, just how I like it. So, the next story I'm going to talk about, I have to bring this up only because I did report on it when it was news. So, I only feel like it's fair now that this is kind of taking a turn for the worse for this person. So, I want to actually bring up the fact that, y'all, when I report on this, I was excited for this person, but now we kind of have to, you know, share our, empathy with her through this time. It has been reported that Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Monica Garcia, reveals that she had a miscarriage directly on the 28th of April, which was only a few days ago. She put a caption on her Instagram. She said, "One thing I promised myself when opening my life up to all of you was that I was going to do it completely unapologetically and authentically raw as possible. I will show you my life in all aspects because this is what I agreed to do." And we have her right there in the ultrasound room. So she's also put that hold on. I'm still processing all of this. Oh, she said there is no heartbeat. I don't have any words, and I'm still processing all of this myself. As quickly as this happened, that's how quickly things have changed. I am sending so much love to everyone dealing with miscarriages, fertility issues, pregnancy problems. If you have an angel baby and everything in between, I am so grateful for my incredible doctors and amazing support system. I am so blessed to have all of you in my corner, and I appreciate how beautiful you all been to me about this baby. I love you and thank you, and I'm so thankful for you. So that is very sad, as far as that going, because I did share the news here on my channel that she is in fact expecting, and I said how sad that was. A bravo for not, wanting to capture her in those happy moments of her life. Expecting a new baby. Where did that come from? We didn't know she had a man. Is the man her ex-husband? We have so many different questions for Monica. And I kind of feel upset that I actually did report on it, knowing that this is the outcome, because now that doesn't even matter,
No, I don't think you should feel upset because, as y'all see, James is not just doing TV recaps. I think the important thing for every YouTuber to do is not just have one lane to provide for entertainment. I do music reviews and TV recaps. He's doing television recaps as well as basically updates and stuff on pop culture, similar to Kempire. You're doing a great job. But like she said, when she chose to go into the realm of being a public figure by sharing her life, which is what happens when you're a reality TV star, she is willing to do so wholeheartedly. People reported so many big, places reported. So I don't feel like you should feel bad. I do think that she's also smart to share it because this is bad to say, but for television wise, entertainment purposes, her finding out she was pregnant with a mystery man, that's good TV. But then having a miscarriage and things like that, that's relatable for people to watch on television. She probably would have had a lot of people who would have related to that or liked her showing that on the show. To me, I think it shows again that Bravo missed the mark. Because she's so willing to be authentic. And I think if we pay attention to what she said in her statement, that was shade thrown at them other ladies on the show. I'm actually going to share my life wholeheartedly and 100%, unlike the other women on the show who wanted her off of the show because it exposed them for who they really was.
I agree. And I kind of feel like for me, even still, I feel like it's still kind of tough for me to, have this happiness and joy share that she did it so early. And then for her to miscarry, it's kind of like, dang, that's messed up. But I do agree. The lady who's on Salt Lake City don't share. They don't, put their lives on there. They find one person to attack and then they go all team up and attack this person, which is so unfair. I did not care about and people going through, well, Lisa showed her son going off on his mission, yeah, but he didn't go directly when he was supposed to. He actually ended up, making fun of it by taking an inappropriate passport picture. So that was one thing. And then what else do we have? Angie and her husband situation. First off, because she was so vitriol in how she handled it, it wasn't like it went anywhere. It didn't go anywhere. It was like, okay, you're vitriol. And then I wanted somebody, if they were going to use that, I wanted somebody to come out of nowhere and say, yep, it was me. I did it. I slept with him. And that's what it is. So that to me was even fake. Who else did we have on the cast? Heather. We ain't even going to get into Heather because then I'm going to be here for a whole hour going in on her once again. If y'all missed it, go watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, part 3 of the reunion. I went in on Heather because I felt like it was fucked up for Bravo to still keep her after what she did. So I ain't gonna go in on Heather like that. I'm about to read the whole cast. And Meredith. Meredith never has a storyline. We done seen Meredith for 4 seasons. Meredith has not had a storyline other than her being an attack, someone that the other cast members attacked for no reason.
Yeah, and for the earlier seasons, using your kid's sexuality as a storyline was kind of weak. She was.
I don't even think she used it. I just think it was, we were calling out the obvious and she didn't want to face it, which was weird because he had signs. Like there were signs that pointed to that. And I know she's not Mormon. So it was like, okay, are you hiding it because you're Jewish? But I know plenty of Jewish gays. So I'm just like, I don't know.
do too.
Meredith is weird. Meredith is weird. I like her still. I like Meredith, but she's weird. She just is. And I'm not gonna bring up what happened with Mary and Lisa and Mary calling Lisa's son the R word because I don't care. Those ladies have done the absolute most when it came to Mary.
They accused her of having a cult. They laughed at her for marrying her grandfather. They've alluded to her making comments about her own race that are they've done so much to Mary. The R word. Listen, if it was the 90s, nobody would even care. People used to say that all the time at school. So this is the example of this cast being disconnected, Lisa, because the rest of us, honey, we don't care. We know that nothing is wrong with your son. We know that your son is not the R word. We just want to know why he's not in Bogota, Colombia. That's all we want to know. Why he ain't there.
I don't think she was talking about that son. I think she was talking about the youngest one. But even still, I don't care because
even still, nobody's going to think her kids are that.
Here's the thing. I don't care because until they apologize to Mary, which they have yet to do in front of us, about co-signing the microaggressions of Jenny Nguyen, I don't care what Mary does. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that might be biased. I don't care because the fact that all of those microaggressions had an explanation and nobody thought to apologize. Hi, Naya. Thank you for joining us, love. We appreciate you. But the fact that nobody's apologized about that and try to somewhat blame her for why she disconnected from the group, it's baffling to me. So whatever Mary does this season, and yes, I'm going to recap it because I keep my promises. I said if Mary comes back, I will definitely be recapping because I'm here for her and her only. The rest of them can go to hell. That's how I feel. I know she's all up on Instagram with Angie, Angie K. I don't care about that. I will exclude Angie K from each conversation that I see with Mary in. I would say Mary was talking to herself because I don't like Angie K. So we'll see how this goes. But who knows? Angie K might get on my good side. Who knows? It's happened before her on this channel, so I'm sure she will. But moving on from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, that was a kind of a interlude because they weren't originally in my lineup. But I just wanted to, share my condolences to Monica Garcia for losing her child. I felt like that was really bad. So we're going to talk about something else that's getting on my nerves. And it's getting on my nerves because I'm running out of content, y'all. I'm running out of content. And I don't want to pick up Love and Marriage Detroit. I don't want to do it. I'm saying it here. I do not want to do it because I dropped out of recapping that show on what was it? The third episode. I said I'm not doing the show anymore because it was ridiculous. But because of lack of content, hold on, what is Naya saying? No, she lost her baby's arm. Like, no, no, you're fine. No worries, no worries. Yeah, she reported over the weekend that she has miscarried. So she did lose her baby, unfortunately. So yeah, we were sending up the hands of prayers to her. She seems like she's in great spirits and loves all of us for giving us her the support that she needs because we're always going to support Monica Garcia on Watch Your Mouth Reviews channel. Monica Garcia gets all the love on this channel because she kept that franchise of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City with the help of Mary on the map. There was not one bad episode of season 4, not one due to her and Mary. That's all I'm gonna say. But like I was saying, I'm running out of content on reality TV shows, and I don't want to pick up anything that I don't want to recap. But because of this, let me share my screen with y'all again. Because of this, I might have to. So let's share. And boom. So filming has stalled again with Real Housewives of Atlanta due to the lack of casting. They cannot find anyone who wants to join the show that they feel has a quality to stand up between Kenya and Portia. So filming was supposed to start for them in February. Filming was supposed because Portia had been confirmed in February. And I think Kenya had been too, but there was some speculation, probably in negotiations with contract, as to why she didn't announce it until last month. But the fact that this show has stalled filming again due to lack of casting leads me to believe, if you guys were here last week, I told you guys that Sheree pulled some bullshit by posting or being tagged in Simon's Instagram and going out to dinner with him and him making the caption, "Oh, great friends, loyal friends," and all this and that. I said that was a PR move for Sheree to get her full-time peach back. So now that Real Housewives of Atlanta is having trouble with this casting, this makes me further conclude that Sheree is in fact going to get a peach for season 16, and I am going to be pissed if I have to if I have to do a recap with Sheree. I'm going to be pissed, y'all, because I don't like Sheree. I feel like it's bullshit.
I think the world is going to be pissed, and I feel like all the little things that have Sheree in the tabloids right now and in the press, they're all obviously planned. I mean, Melanie Rogers is her last name, correct? Now, her divorce documents from Martell. I looked into that a little bit, y'all, because I was on YouTube and went down a little rabbit hole, and it does very much so state that it's a business arrangement. So Sheree is connected to that. Unfortunately, the fan bases for Love and Marriage, Huntsville, and RHOA are different. Some people watch both, but they are very different fan bases. But I'm just over Sheree. If you are so desperate to be on TV that you're going to take pictures with people that you're going to argue with for however many months that you're filming, I'm tired of it. And, I want She by Sheree's to be investigated or something, the same way that Sheen has been investigated, because there's no way in hell this woman is charging us damn near $200 for a hoodie. I can't, my mind does not go there. So I am with you, friend, in all that you say about Sheree. I'm tired of her and her forehead, but her braider deserves an award.
Yes, because that was nice work. I will give whoever that is. She probably went to Keisha down in the hood over there in Watts, but who knows? But I'm just saying, for me, I can't do Sheree. I just can't. Like, I can't. There's only so much perpetrating I could take on reality TV. And I feel like Portia gonna give me that already. So why would I want that from Sheree? If that's all Sheree's been doing since season 1 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Why do I want that? I don't. So Bravo in that call center, I would much rather you completely dissolve Real Housewives of Atlanta than to bring Sheree back. I will take the L on a recap because I don't want to see her. I don't want to see her. This is like, if y'all were going to do all of this, you might as well have brought Nene back. If y'all were going to do all of this, y'all might as well have just brought Nene back. Because what could we lose here? So yes, they have stalled filming once again. And like I said, I know a lot of it is probably casting, but I feel like some of it is also Portia as well. Because I feel like Simon is sending so much, allegedly, he's sending so much legal work to Portia's face that I'm pretty sure there's not much they can do. Hell, going to lunch with Kenya is probably going to be a dry spell because of what she could talk about. So I don't know. I just feel like for me, it sucks. But like I said, I don't want to pick up Real Housewives. I don't want to pick up Love and Marriage Detroit. I really don't. But I will for the sake of my channel.
Oh, you're picking up Detroit and Huntsville. That's smart. I mean, I get it. He needs the content, y'all.
I need the content. I have no choice in the matter. I don't want to pick it up.
Come on, so I can set my DVR. Because I'm not gonna lie, I stopped watching when we stopped recapping.
I did too, and I feel like I thought someone told me it comes back at the same time Love and Marriage Huntsville comes back. I know it is coming back. I know that it is for sure. So, and I think with the exact same cast. So let me see if I can pull that up real quick. They haven't announced it, so but I could have sworn someone told me that it came back. I don't know when it comes back because they had a date, but then I don't know if they took it back. Maybe they don't want it to compete with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Maybe that's really what it is. But whenever it comes back, I will pick it back up. But I'm gonna tell y'all now, I didn't like any of them.
I hope that man shaved his man bud.
I don't know, but I didn't like any of them. There was not one likable person on that cast. The only one that probably came close was the one that was married to the pastor. I can't think of her name. That's how much I don't look like this cast. But she was the only person that I felt like I could like if she standed up a little bit more to that husband that she had. But other than them parents. But other than that, I don't know. We'll see. But yes, that I will. You guys heard it here. I am going to pick up that show again. But I will tell you guys now, I will drop it after episode 1 if it's some fuck shit. Because I refuse to lower my intelligence for that. So, moving on to something a little bit more of joyous on this channel, because at first I needed some concrete evidence that this was for sure happening, because I know how Bravo and that call center can do. Bravo, y'all be on some fuck shit. So I'm going to speak it in existence. This is allegedly, this is not facts 100%, but all we know is that when I saw this story, I smiled from ear to ear. My cheeks hurt and all. So when I tell y'all, boom, Dorit Kinsley, aka
cheeks hurt.
My cheeks hurt. My cheeks hurt. Yes. Okay. So allegedly, Doris, aka Dorit Kinsley, will be downgraded to a friend on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills if she does not admit to PK moving out. Oh, you will come and pop up real more. PK moving out and is staying at a Beverly Hills hotel. Now, y'all know, allegedly, that was the story that they were trying to get her to confirm at the reunion, this last reunion. And if you guys do not watch our recaps, they're on Mrs. Best's channel. They're not on my channel. Mrs. Best does Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So on her channel, we did the reunion where Andy asked her, well, allegedly PK moved out and is staying with whoever he manages, whoever that person is. I don't really care. But so they were really pissed because she was saying, no, we're still together. He's still at home. He was just staying with a friend while he was in town, making up all these excuses. And they knew the real. That's why Andy was trying to give her an out before before it went public, but she didn't want to take it. She is hanging on to this. We a family. We won. That's a good man, Savannah. That's a good man. He just going through a hard time right now. Just going through a hard time. Doris, we don't give a fuck at the end of the day. We don't care. We want you off the show because your ass ain't did shit since you got on there.
In the name of Jesus, I pray to the TV lords of Bravo looking down on us from up above. Please get rid of this white woman who uses this pretend accent that no one can identify. I'm tired of her. I'm tired of her headbands. I'm tired of her microaggressions. I'm tired of her lip injections. And you know what else I'm tired of? These separations rumors. I do believe that Dorit and PK are having issues. He was clearly tired of that heifer. But, however, I also believe that because of all of the public financial woes, just publicly what we know that can be confirmed, they owe the government in taxes, state taxes and federal, a combined amount that's over $1 million. That is very difficult to pay off. Now, if you're a regular, middle class person like me, or if you broke like the people where I grew up from, I'm gonna just say this: if you go through something with the government for taxes, they'll let you pay like $25 a month for 10 years or something to pay it off. But when you make a certain amount of money, especially here in California, they're going to want their money. So these two, it will be very difficult for them to legally break up. And then I don't think that I think they love each other, but I don't think that they want to be together no more, but they can't really break up because they too broke. I do think he was at that hotel, but I don't think he's staying there because with all that they owe, and y'all should look up the price of that hotel he's alleged to be at. I don't think they can afford that. But
well, see, I don't know, because at the end of the day, publicity does do a lot in LA. If you know, because we're Californians, y'all, we know easily you put your name on something and you affiliated with whatever network, they will give you a discounted or almost free price if you film there and put more publicity out there. That hotel doesn't need the publicity, but I'm just saying, I know how Hollywood runs a lot of the time, and Beverly Hills especially. I know that they will take word of mouth at most times. So, not the accent is from space because it ain't from planet Earth. Child, she don't even know where that accent come from. Hell, come from Venus. Hell, she need to go back up there. But I'm
hey,
tired.
baby, we've got to pay our taxes. Like, what is it? I don't understand the accent either.
So yeah, because here's the thing, and it's funny. Someone, I don't remember if it was on your channel or if it was mine. Someone had said that a lot of people from Connecticut actually do talk like that, so it's not that out of the ordinary. And I looked at that
Where are
comment and
they?
I said, wait a minute, because I dated somebody from Connecticut. That was not that accent. It was an accent, but it wasn't that accent. It was very much like a mix between Boston and New York. It was a mix between the two. And if you guys know what a New York and a Boston accent sound like, it is none of that. It is none of that. So I was confused by that, but I'm not going to give nobody who is pretentious as she is the satisfaction of justifying just because she's from Connecticut. She has a half British, half American, half Boston, half New York, whatever you want to call that shit. The shit is fake at the end of the day. I don't believe that's how she talked. And I said before, I don't believe her name is Dorit anyway. I believe her name is Doris. And I feel like she was superficial enough to change it. And that's my belief. It is alleged. I'm not saying that's true. Blogs don't come after me. Dorit, don't you bring your broke ass over here and come after me either. But what I am saying is, I do not believe that is her name. I just don't. And that's just me. And I don't care who. She needs to show me her birth certificate. And that's when I will believe it. And even then, I might question this.
Hey, if Barack Obama had to show his birth certificate, then so should goddamn Doris.
Right. Exactly. Just saying. So I hope she's downgraded to a friend of the show because I don't want to see her. I do not like her. And I feel like, oh, well, I don't care. You've had 5 seasons to showcase a beautiful part of you that is authentic and that you can get these heifers together. But you did what Teddy did, which is be on the back of somebody else's ass. And now we don't care about
rented outfits. Like,
right.
Girl.
So, but speaking of Doris, another one I don't want to see next season, but I feel like I will. Mrs. Best actually just sent this to me. Kyle went live or did an interview with somebody. I don't know what she did, but she had this to say. Hold on, let me turn it up for y'all. Volume's way down here.
Okay. Christina says, love you, Kyle. Have you made any decision on if you're returning for season 14? If you say yes, then I'll go woo. If you don't know yet, I'll be more patient. And if you say no, then I'll say good for you. And no matter what you do, I'll always be a fan. That's very sweet. Thank you so much. It's been hard. Like I said, when the talk started happening again, it was just really soon for me after everything last season. So, but I'll have an answer soon. I'll have an answer soon. Age
Kyle, bravo in this call center, really. What is she doing? Because we know y'all asked her back. What is she doing?
The thing with Kyle is I heard that they asked her back, but with conditions. They want her to discuss more the relationship between herself and Morgan. Listen, based on what by the way, you guys, I recap Buying Beverly Hills where you can see Kyle's family and sometimes Kyle. You should tune into those recaps. But on Buying Beverly Hills, Mauricio, the daughters, they're all very open about the struggles in a relationship. He's open and has made it very clear he is fighting for his wife. He's very open about the relationship. He's also spoken about Kyle and Morgan's relationship. I was like, this makes me uncomfortable. I feel like she's exploring and things like that. So I feel like those who are really interested in the Kyle thing should watch Buying Beverly Hills season 2 because it kind of gives clarity that she didn't give on the show. But the reason I bring it up is because if the producers from the Housewives see that the producers from this Netflix show got the family to speak out, but then on Beverly Hills, which is a huge platform, and the Housewives are struggling right now, all of the franchises as a whole, because these housewives are acting a fool. I think the fame got to their head and they think they could get away with more than they can and forget they're at work. But yeah, I feel like if I was a producer, seeing how open Mo is on Buying Beverly Hills and how available he is and how he was in LA at the same time of filming, and then you look at her on Beverly Hills and you're like, she's not sharing much. She's not telling us nothing. She's acting weird, playing victim. Like, I feel like they want her to share more and be forthright in order for her to come back. And she's probably not willing to do that, which is like, if you're not willing to do that, just admit it. And so take your slashing, because Kyle has spent 13 seasons digging into other people's business, feeling like they need to tell her more. She did this to Erica most recently with the before we knew all that about Tom and knew that they were breaking up on the show. You need to tell us more, Erica. We can't help you if we don't know anything. And now Kyle's doing the same thing. So I hope she don't come back. Take a break. Go heal, touch grass, talk to God, Kyle. But do it away from me and my camera and my TV and all of that.
And I agree. Because I felt like, see, the problem with Kyle, she's smart. And let me tell you why she's smart, y'all. Because she uses those sisters, getting into it with them and them being the hot messes that they are, as the way to like pretty much disguise or even like kind of pull the wool over what's going on in her shit. So that's why when she's on the reunion talking about, I do share, I've had my sisters, I've had my husband, I've had my children, I have all this. Yes, you have had that, but you have not explained or divulged into what is really going on there. We don't know what happened. And as I said, allegedly, and I'm gonna say allegedly, I feel like they were having issues since season 10. I feel like that's when those issues started. I don't feel like they just started now. I feel like they have been started, but because of the image Beverly Hills has and Hollywood, and you're going to keep up and go with the flow and be gang, and what is the other one? Keep a united front for people. You're going to do that because why wouldn't you? So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I really, I like Kyle when she features her sisters. It's good TV. Kyle by herself is a mean girl who is running on one acting job from 20 years plus ago. I actually tried 40, but who's really counting at the end of the day. But I agree. I feel like I do, y'all know I love me some Kathy Hilton. I do, no matter how problematic she is. I still like her. I still like her because I can see beyond that craziness. I like any rich person who leaves their purse at home, drives over to their sister's house, and don't know what to do. Because all of us know the common sense is to take your ass back home, go get your shit, and then come back and try again. But the fact that she didn't know what to do, I want to be that rich. I want to be that rich where I forget how the fuck common sense even plays into regular everyday life. Because that fact, when I tell you, that fascinated me to every extent. Watching that episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Kathy sitting in her Range Rover talking about, I don't have my purse, Kyle. What do I do? Kyle, do I have enough gas in this car to make it to where we're going? I want those kind of problems. I want to be that rich. I do. I want to be that rich where I could forget. That way I could ask Mrs. Best, do I have enough gas to get where we going? In my very expensive autobiography Range Rover, do I have enough gas? I don't know how to look at it. I want to be that rich. I'm just saying.
Listen.
So y'all can say what y'all want about Kathy Hilton. I aspire. I aspire. I hope she don't go out to the glory before Rick do, because I'm telling you, if she do, I'm sorry, writing them DMs. I'm not even playing with y'all. Let me shut up. Let me shut up. Oh Lord Jesus, Kathy. No, Kim was my girl. Let me tell y'all, Kim was my girl. When I tell you that is one of my favorite housewives. That season, I think it was either 6 or was she read Lisa Rinna for Phil. Oh, that was Chef's kiss. She got Eileen together too a little bit. And y'all know I love Eileen too. But oh my God, I miss Kim. I do. I miss her. I don't know who she turned into today, but I miss that Kim. I do. I miss that Kim. Lastly, y'all, let's go ahead because we have to get to Mrs. Best channel because we got to read the Summer House Martha Vineyards people. I got a few of them I want to read. Last thing we're going to talk about, because I want Mrs. Best to answer this question here because people had to, report on this. I don't know this lady from a can of paint. All I know, she sounds just like her mama. So, buying Beverly Hills star Farrah whatever, however the fuck you pronounce that shit, West Hollywood home robbed. So she, unfortunately, my heart goes out to you, baby, because I know how hard that is to work for some shit and someone with a, bum asses come and take it. But apparently they stole, let me see what they stole. I don't know if they said I know they got $1 million worth.
Farrah looked about 40.
Oh, that's her?
Yes, next to
That's
Kyle. That is
her right
daughter.
here?
Yes, that is Kyle's. That's Farrah.
Wait, that ain't the same girl. That ain't the same girl. Hold on, let me look up here.
Yes. They do that though when I'm watching Buying Beverly Hills. Like Alexia will look like a different person depending on how they do their makeup and things like that. He's like, what?
Oh wow. Okay, I guess I kind of can see it. I know this is unrelated, but we sorry that your house got broken into. Farrah and this is Farrah, right? That's who this baby is, right? Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay. Farrah, we're sorry that this happened to you. We really are, because from what Mrs. Best tells me about this show, everything about it is interesting. I'm hearing that you work hard on that show, despite having influential parents that could give you a laundry list of
she's a really
resources.
hard worker. I will say that about the daughters of Kyle and Mauricio. They all, except for Sophia, they all seem to have a good work ethic and initiative. Okay. But I'm not surprised that her home has been robbed. It looks like so it looks like she lives in the Beverly Hills flats. For those that don't know, there's Beverly Hills, and then there's the flats that you drive through with neighborhoods leading up to it. It looks like Farrah lives in the Beverly Hills flats. I should not know that from the angles and things that they show us on the show, but I do. The thing with having drones able to catch, footage and stuff like that, all it takes is somebody to pause and zoom in, and they have technology that can clear up street names and all of that. The other thing is with a place like Beverly Hills, it's pretty easy to know if you're in the right neighborhood of a certain house. It's not the suburbs. Not every house looks the same. So I feel like how much they've shown her house and seeing her go in and out of it and all of that. When you're on TV, you're exposed. I mean, look at Pop Smoke. That's how he passed away. P&B Rock got caught up at Roscoe's. When you're a celebrity, you have to be careful with every little thing, especially in this day and age of technology, because they can think, oh, I blurred my license plate, or, oh, I didn't show the street name or the street number of the house, but people can figure it out one way or the other. So I'm sorry it happened to her. And I hope that nothing that's like, personal or sentimental, like when Kyle's mother's stuff was stolen, I hope that nothing that was sentimental to her was taken. But at the same time, I'm sure she got insurance, y'all. She's a real estate agent. I'm sure she has
Yeah.
insurance.
But I'm just saying, like, times is hard enough, y'all. So when people actually obtain things that, remind them that life doesn't have to be this hard and actually could be fun, and they want to enjoy the things they work hard for, that's not up for y'all to go out there and steal that shit from the people and putting them through all that hell and making them feel unsafe. Um, it says here she is. Oh, I'm looking at Lexi's age. I was gonna say she's 27. I said, damn, baby, that's a rough 27. She's 30. She's 35. Okay, okay, she's 35. Okay, 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 okay. Um, I just one more time. Let me see.
I noticed that on the show.
Okay, okay.
I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but all my kinfolk, y'all know what I'm thinking. That's what I'm gonna say. And that's all. Juneteenth is almost here. Next month.
I feel like, baby, there's some moisturizer you could have bought. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm sorry. That has nothing to do with anything. But once again, prayers out to her that she does, feel safe, and that people will learn to be wholesome people so they don't feel like they need to take something from somebody else that has worked hard for their shit. That is not cool by any means necessary. Like, work hard and you'll be able to attain the same things. I get it's harder, especially for, us people of color, to obtain those same kind of resources, and other people outside of being a color can say, oh, you getting opportunities, you're always making excuses. We don't get those same opportunities. We don't at all. My job currently, I actually can say that it's interesting what they will put for certain people and what they won't. So let's not do that. But anywho, that's it, y'all. That is all of my updates. We had quite a bit. I actually stayed here longer than I thought I was going to. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you like what you saw. My next video will be another unpopular opinion. And then from there, I will actually have a show. Love and Marriage Huntsville premieres on Saturday. So I will be recapping. I wanted to do something with Shayna_MCD, but unfortunately, my schedule has been crazy this week. I'm starting life over, so
it will happen.
But I do want to do another video, so I might do an unpopular opinion and then a video of us kind of talking about where they were last season, and kind of doing like that. I think I'm gonna do it like that. So that's it, you guys. Make sure you head over to Mrs. Best's channel. We are about to go to Summer's House Martha's Vineyard recap. So be sure to join that, because let me tell y'all, the way this episode went, we got a lot to talk about. So I'll see you guys on Mrs. Best's channel. See you then. Bye-bye.